Alright. Hopefully this is all ready to rock and roll now. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I hope you're all awesome. Yeah, the computer, everything was crashing and freezing, so I had to restart the computer. After I restart the computer, it takes like 15 minutes to get all the live streaming programs open and stuff again, so it's not an easy thing, unfortunately. It's a big old pain in my buttocks. A big butt pain, guys and girls. A big butt pain. I'm telling you right now. It's a giant buttocks pain. Alright, let me collect this free stuff here on the map really quickly. We're going to try and set this Corvette up and do some live racing. CSR2 live, there we go. Camera should be fine. I don't know, man. It's good enough. It's good enough. How y'all doing today? Let me get your comments up on the screen. You know, one of the worst things about being a YouTuber is live streaming. Between the computer and the live streaming software having issues, it's always stressful. Alright. I do like live streaming, however. I do enjoy it. It's just a pain in the butt. Okay, where are we at here? We got it on live chat. We should be able to see everything. I think we are now ready to rock and roll. Alright, so I just put some more parts on this car. We're going to install those. We're going to tune it really quickly, and we're going to take this thing in the live racing. I also need to check to see if my, I need to check to see if my cruise wildcard is started. Let me get these parts on here and then we'll go check really quick. So we're going to do tires, body, transmission, son of a butt, up to stage 5. And we're going to put our nitrous on 2, and we are going to put our turbo on, I think it was stage 3. I could probably go up to stage 4. We'll try that. Why not? We'll put that on stage 4 since I've already got it upgraded. Alright, let me go check to make sure we got this thing going on. Where are we at? Alright, get off my screen pop-ups. Donna! I'm not interested in your stuff, Donna. Hey! The game's broken. Stacks, how you doing, man? Pro, what's up, buddy? Johan, Ryan, Trotter, good to see you guys. Wildcard, alright, let me get that started. I'm late, I'm sorry. We've got it going now. That car looks good in that blue color. It really does. I like it. I like it a lot. Looks pretty nice to me. I don't know what you guys think, but it looks nice to me. I'm testing out the wireless microphone again today. I changed channels. I think the last stream, I think it was on this stream where it started getting a bunch of static and crapped out on us. So it's got a little thing on it to where you can scan for the best possible wireless channel. So I used the scanner. So we'll see what happens. All right. 12.046. 12.048. 12.042. If I remember correctly, I think I adjusted the nitrous to get the time I wanted. 12 point... let's see what happens. we're going to try this. We're going to try to get into the 12.2 lobby, guys and gals. 1.80, 173, 198, 12.2. All right, we're going to go with that. We're going to be in the 12.2 lobby. But the thing is, this beats the dyno time by so much, I'm not sure if it's going to get into 12.2 or not. So we're going to try this thing out. Is the purple star Amola worth maxing out? So in my opinion, the Amola is a very nice overall car. I do think there's probably a lot of cars in the game that are better than the Amola, but I like the Amola. All right, we're going to pin his message there. So let's go into live racing. But this thing pretty much eats up the dyno. This is a slightly different tune than how I had it set up before, so we'll see how this works. This one's done, right? That one's done. I need to do a supply cup later. Oh my god, there's a new showdown up on the screen. Hold on, let's see what the prize car is for this. Is this going to be for the new Impella? Oh, it's a Jaguar of some sort. I'm not going to be super worried about that, to be honest with you. Is there another new event on the map or not? There's too many events. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting extremely ridiculous how many of these events we have on the map. Alright, so that one... Too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Alright. Let's try this dyno beating car. I gotta try to make sure I don't run it faster than 12.2. Which, the way this thing drives, it's almost hard to keep it from running at 12.2, honestly. Black Phantom, what's up, my man? RWR, how you doing today? Opponent's busy. Then why did you allow me to click the button, sir? Donna, stop sabotaging my button. Stacks, yeah, there's some sort of a weird issue with collections right now. It was in the game notes or the problem notes. There's some sort of a collections issue. So it might have something to do with that, unfortunately. Alright, can I still win even though I got a really bad launch? Oh, did we just win? I think we did. Ha! Wait a second. He ran a 13.2? Why did he run so slow? Did he also get a bad launch? Because... Or did I read that wrong? Alright, we'll race the next guy and see what happens. But he was super slow. Alright, where are we on the chat here? I'm trying to find where I left off. Adam says, do you remember me? Yes, yes I do. Yes, I do. We got... Oh, did I see the new category in collections? I remember kind of taking a look at it, but I don't really pay too much attention to collections. I probably should. I think I had something in there and I locked it in. I don't remember all the details, honestly. There is a win for you, sir. Dark, I would not mind having the Apollo S, but honestly, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and get it. I would like to have it, but you know. William says, hola, Casper and Dave Black. Yes, welcome to the crazy live stream. I appreciate you guys for all coming out. Check this out. Watch this. Hold my beer and watch this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. All right, what did we run that time? We're trying to keep it under 12.2. Oh my god, I ran an 11.9. It is so easy to run faster than the dyno time on this car. That's a little bit of a problem. I'm loving this car, but man, it is hard not to get this car pushed. I need to find a way to... Whoa, look at that Supra. Holy crap. That looks awesome. What color is that? I like that. Here come the bots. I'm going to use a bot to practice going really slow. So let's try and let go of the gas on number 2. Let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. No nitrous. Second. Third. Downshift. What did I just run right there? Alright, there I ran 13.0. Alright, so I guess we're just going to have to really be on top of driving this thing to keep it from being pushed. And if you feel like it's been a million years, I don't think it's been that long. Have we been alive for a million years? I hope not. Imagine what life would be like a million years from now if people haven't blown each other up. Imagine the technology and crazy stuff a million years from now. I can only imagine it would be insane. Problem is, more than likely, we'll blow each other up, and that'll be an issue. And if Donna only gives out bad cars, she's nasty. She's nasty. I don't know why, but I really like this car. It doesn't look good on paper, like the numbers look crappy. The numbers look crappy, but the performance on this car is great. I'm not even sure what this will run if I really just go all out, but it'll beat almost anybody. Let's try and race this guy. What's he in? He's in a Zenvo something or the other. A Tur? Aurora Tur? What is that thing? I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna go ahead and race Johnny Tran here. Alright, Johnny Tran, let's go. Yeah, Donna's a pain in the butt, honestly. She still is. She's still a huge pain. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. You know, did I win? Ah! That was close. That was close. Wenpu. Oh yeah, the Agile, that's right. Trotter, you think I'm in the 12-0 lobby? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't think I'm in the 12-0 lobby, but I should be in like 12-2 or 12-4. Alright, there's a real guy in a real car, and he said no. Hey, there's Trotter. All right, what do you got, my friend? Oh, you got one. Wait, what happened to your front bumper, man? Is that car supposed to look like that? It looks like there's a piece missing. 3, 2, 1, go. What if I just drive it like this? No nitrous. What's up, Darth? Right, he ran 11.7s. I slowed down, so I lost. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run this all out and see what it does. On this run, we're going for it. We're not going to slow down. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. All right, what can we get? As long as I don't do this often, we'll be okay. If I keep doing it, we're going to get pushed. All right, I also ran 11.7. I think. So this thing beats Dino by like half of a second. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Hi, Bird. Got all the cards in the prize car. Awesome. I still don't have access to that event yet. We're going to make sure we do a nice slow run here to make sure the game doesn't get me, you know? What's up, Nick? How you doing today? I appreciate everybody coming out. If I miss saying hello to anybody, I'm sorry. I know sometimes I don't see some of the comments. Ryan's, I'm actually hearing that the code is expired. Somebody told me the code already expired. But I guess it was like 700,000 game cash and 700 gold or something like that. I'm not sure. All right, Highbird says maybe everybody will get access soon because his is only live for another week. That's a possibility. I noticed sometimes when they beta test something, though, they beta test it for months and months and months before everybody finally gets it. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this car. I think this is my new favorite car for live racing. I'm not even a Corvette guy. I don't really like Corvettes. I don't dislike Corvettes, but I've never really been like, ooh, Corvettes, you know? They're cool cars. But I've never really fell in love with Corvettes. Now, I do like the brand new Corvettes. Those things look like Ferraris. The first time I saw one of the newer style Corvettes, I went down to the Chevy dealership and I'm like, why do you guys have a Ferrari in your showroom? The guy's like, that's not a Ferrari, man, that's a Corvette. I was like, what? Hold on, let me go look at that thing. What the crap? Melon, what just happened? Melon's sabotaged the game there. Here, we're going to try to beat Melon. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to see if we can beat Melon in this car. I'm not even sure if I'm shifting this to get the best possible time. Nah, Melon's car still ran ridiculous fast. Melon's got that thing set up for crazy man times. The Gamera is an amazing car, however. Adam says, my favorite Chevy is the Silverado. So you're a truck guy? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, trucks are nice. I like trucks. I used to have a off-road ZR2, a Chevy ZR2 off-road edition. That thing was fun. Only thing is, man, I had mud tires on it, and in the winter time, those did not really like the snow, surprisingly. If you're not, like, it was fine in 4-wheel drive, but man, mud tires and 2-wheel drive in the winter do not work. They do not work at all. I mean, they work, but you're all over the place. But I love that little off-road truck, man. That thing was great. I remember going into... I remember taking it down to Phoenix, Arizona. We went off-roading. And some of these people with these big, expensive off-road vehicles were upset because there was a group of us in ZR2s and we were outperforming their expensive off-road vehicles. And we had stock factory ZR2s. We weren't driving anything special, but... those little things were really good, man. Those were great little trucks. Alright, I got a horrible launch right there. The only thing we saw that day that was outrunning us, there was a guy in like a really old school Jeep. Like one of those little teeny, it was probably like a 1960s Jeep, maybe the 1970s. That thing was crazy good at off-roading, man. It just crawled over everything. It was like, holy crap. That destroyed all of us. That Jeep was awesome. So much better than the new Jeeps at off-roading, I would say. I never really went off-roading too much because I never wanted to break my vehicle. I can't afford to be fixing vehicles all the time, but I took it off-road a few times. It was a good time. But yeah, I like pickup trucks. Anybody remember the Cyclone pickup? Cyclone, the Cyclone. That sounds familiar. Cyclone. I remember the Ford Lightning. I remember the Ford Raptor. I saw a Ford Lightning once in person. It was at a gas station getting gas. And I was like, look at that. A Ford Lightning. That was pretty neat. That was really the only time I can remember actually seeing a Lightning. A Jeep Wagoneer. I'm not familiar with those. Now, I'll tell you what my friend had that was super fun was a Suzuki Samurai. Like, if you put a lift kit on a Samurai and it's some, like, big tires, those little things are cool. I always wanted one of those. Oh, was it my turn to win? Sorry, Mel. I slowed down too much, I think. Yeah, the little Samurai, those were awesome vehicles. My friend Adam used to buy those and upgrade them. He had like 3 or 4 of them. His dad had a rail buggy and one of his neighbors had a rock crawler. We used to go out to this little off-road place in Wellsville. I can't remember if that was in Ohio or just outside of Ohio. It was like a... what was it, about probably a 2-3 hour drive, maybe. Wellsville, Ohio. I think it was Ohio. Melon, good swaps, my man. That Wellsville was crazy. Everybody would just drink and drive their off-road vehicles around the trails. I can't believe more people weren't dying, but surprisingly, at least the times I went there, I never saw anybody like fall off a cliff and die because they were drunk. But there were so many drunk people driving their off-road vehicles. It was kind of terrible. I only went there twice. I was just like, this place is too many drunk people, man. This is not a... drunk people going on dangerous trails in off-road vehicles that barely fit on the little trails, like, that's too dangerous for me. It was cool. It was a cool experience, but those people were crazy. Oh, come on. It disconnected. Dave, come back. Adolf says, search on Google for the Jeep Wagoneer. I'll try to remember. Dave, did you get pushed or bumped or disconnected from the lobby? What happened? You know, this game does not like me and Dave to race each other. I don't know why. It does not care for it. This game hates us, honestly. Ah, he did get bumped. After one freaking race, man. Darn you, Donna! I blame Donna for this one. Darn you, Donna! That's what I say. Or did I get bumped? I think I might have got bumped as well. I'm not sure. Alright, let's try and race this guy in the green banana. Do I play Forza? No, I don't really have time. Running 2 gaming channels and my audio and tech channel is more time consuming. I have a hard time keeping up with those things, honestly. I wish I had more time, but I don't. Ah, Dave went to a slower lobby. Actually, that works out nice when that happens. That's good, though. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no! He got me. He got me. I could have beat him, but I slowed down just a little. Oh, he's leaving. I can't challenge him back. Sir? You know, I think I might have just got bumped into the 12.4 lobby, maybe. We'll find out after we race a few more people, but we might be bumped down to 12.4, it's looking like. What's up, Kyle? How's your day going? Alright, what is that? Look at that car, man. Was that a Senna? That thing is pretty sweet. I like the colors on that one. I don't know if it's a good car. I mean, I don't think it is, but it looks awesome. Oh, he disconnected. Hey Kyle, how you doing today? Alright, so I ran a 14.9. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about it. I probably could, but I'm not. There's no reason I should, but I could, so I won't, but I won't, but I could. Don't ask, I'm just saying weird stuff. That's all. Alright, Kyle said, for the first time in 10 years, I broke 3 million. So you have 3 million bazillion dollars? Are you done about 3 million game cash? If you're pretty much upgrading everything you get, it would be really hard to save for sure. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, fourth. I hear if you do it like this, the car runs crazy fast. I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't look like it. We're going to slow down and let him win. Darth says the Senna is named after the best driver ever. So he ran a 12-0. I'm going to tell you what, that Fast and Furious Jeep is a very nice live racing machine. Oh, he wants to bet this time. All right, we're going to run it. We're just going to go ahead and run it all the way out. I probably shouldn't, but we're going to do it. 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm not going to shift into second this time. I'm just going to do a really basic shift pattern here. And hopefully that does not make me run slower. Perfect. We got her. What do we run that time? Ooh, we ran 11.8, so... It does run faster when I shift into second. Oh, 3 million crew respect points. That's a very good score, my man. I'm going to tell you, if you make 3 million, I'm pretty sure just about any crew in the world would be very happy to have you. There's stacks in a BMW. Look at that thing. He's betting me $2 million. All right. Oh, my controls just reset. Let me fix that. I don't know why this BlueStacks player constantly resets the controls. Stacks, thanks, my man. I'm not really familiar with who Senna is. I guess that was somebody's last name. For some reason, it comes to mind John Cena. But I think I'm thinking of John Cena. Or maybe his name is John Cena. I don't know. I'm bad at these type of things. Why do you shift so early? What do you mean? Why am I shifting into second gear early? Is that what you're talking about? Or, I mean, this car will run way faster than I want it to. I don't want the car to run crazy fast. A-T-O-N. Aton? Is it Aton or Anton? Aton? I've never heard of anybody named Aton before. Hadouken says it's hot in Germany. Yeah, you know, I don't know what kind of temperatures you guys are having, but I think we're supposed to hit like 98 or 99 degrees Fahrenheit today, so I'm not looking forward to that. We've had abnormally cool weather this summer so far, but it's about to get hot either today or tomorrow. So we're supposed to have a week like in the high 90s. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I think they're saying it's either today or tomorrow. They're saying either 98 or 99 degrees. Personally, I hate the heat. I used to live in Arizona where it would hit in the 120s. I could be very wrong here, but going by my crappy memory, I'm pretty sure we hit like 130. Was it 120s or 130s in the summer in Arizona? I can't remember if it was. Did it ever get into the 130s? I feel like it did. I don't know. It was ridiculous hot down there. William D says 100s here this week coming. Blech. Terrible. Wait, add if you're moving where? Natty... Does that say Fiji? Natty Fiji? I don't know what that is. Stacks, what happened, man? Did we disconnect? Ah, there's Dave again. Stacks, thanks, buddy. I'm not sure what happened there, but... How is Dubai currently? I've always heard that was a really awesome place to live, but I've heard lately there's some things going on downhill there. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay, so Fiji Island. Gotcha, gotcha. Dugan says El Nino weather hits Europe. You know, I don't really understand what an El Nino is, but I know they said we had one last year. And what I remember is they said the El Nino's gone. Like, we won't have one this year. It's going to be better. And then I guess now they're saying we have the worst El Nino we've ever seen or something like that. I know it brings in the warm weather. I really don't understand how. I'm not a weather forecaster. You know what I mean? I am not a weather forecaster. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I don't really get what that is exactly. But it sounds like it's just overall unpleasant. I mean, I know it's a weather pattern, but I don't really understand what it does. They made it out to sound like it puts a big bubble or something. I don't know. The news people explained it one day. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, they didn't explain it in English that a normal person would understand. I think they were talking rocket science, because... Brenda also says it's going to be in the 90s. Yep. I'm not looking forward to the 90s. I'm hoping today doesn't hit the 90s because I don't want to deal with it. Maybe tomorrow. I know it's coming though. I hate the warm weather. But you know, you can explain something to somebody like... The best way to explain something is talk to everybody like you're explaining it to a 10-year-old kid. That way, everybody should have an easier time understanding, but... Who was that? There was a YouTuber that was making videos. She was very, She explained everything as simply and easily as possible, and she was getting millions of views. And that was her thing. She says, I speak to the audience like I'm speaking to a 10-year-old kid. I keep it simple, short, sweet to the point, and it's easy to, you know, I don't go into any details. I don't use big words. I just pretend everybody I'm talking to is 10 years old. And that's my trick to getting all the views, is because I make my videos so I can explain things, and every single person that's watching is probably going to understand it. And I was like, huh, that actually makes a lot of sense. That does make a lot of sense. I mean, I'm not very good at speaking. I should probably try to tone it down to a 10-year-old level. Like, when I explain stuff, I just yap, and whatever comes out, comes out. Sometimes it's easy to understand, sometimes it's probably not. Like, I'm really not the type of person that should have ever been a YouTuber, because I'm not good at speaking. Like, I completely suck at speaking, I'm bad at explaining things. But you crazy people seem to like my videos for some reason, I don't know why. I guess I'm doing better than I think I am, because you guys seem to like it. And I'm glad you do, but I just don't feel like I'm great at making videos, because some people can probably speak more fluently and explain things better. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not that bad. I don't know, I have no idea. But I really do appreciate all of you guys watching my crazy videos. Thank you! Kyle says it's a $1,000 explanation for a 5-cent situation. See, one issue I have, there's some people can say a sentence and tell you an entire story. I need to speak like 12 paragraphs to relay the same thing. Some people can just say a few words and tell an entire story. Me, I go into way too many details, I think. Maybe that's not a bad thing, but I can't really just keep things short and sweet most of the time. Sometimes I can, but not always. Alright, Dave said I made it easy to understand a complicated game when I first started. Awesome. See, one thing about being dyslexic is we don't read well, we don't speak well, we don't write well. We have a hard time with all that stuff, like trying to figure out punctuation, trying to figure out, like, it's kind of rough being a dyslexic person, but we do our best, you know? Now, I'm definitely not as dyslexic as some people. Like, some people, it's horrible. Mine's mild, but it's enough to affect, you know, the way I read and the way I speak and the way I talk and stuff, but some people, man, some people have it so bad. Like, I'm lucky mine's not really what I would call a severe dyslexia. Mine's kind of like right in the middle. Like, on a scale of 1 out of 10, mine's probably like, I don't know, somewhere between a 4 and a 5. But someone with dyslexia that's like a 10 on the scale, that would be awful. But then again, I guess maybe I don't really know how severe mine is. I mean, I grew up with it my entire life. I haven't really met too many other people that have it, so. Crystal's also dyslexic. Now this is a story. Sometimes dyslexia is funny. This may not be appropriate, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So one day I went into this guy's office for a job interview or something, and he had a coffee cup. He had a coffee cup sitting on his desk. And there was a little tag on it, and there was a word on it, and I read penis. I'm like, why? I just kept staring at this coffee cup. I don't think I was able to concentrate on the job interview. And I kept thinking, why does this guy's coffee cup say penis? Well, it was full of ink pens, and it actually said pins. But my dyslexia read it so wrong. So yeah. But sometimes it's kind of funny. Sometimes it messes you up. Hey, Peter, how's your day going? I hope you're doing awesome. Wait, Ron G, what's going on, my man? He said it's hard being this much of a dumbass. Ron, you doing alright, my friend? I hope you are. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Avengern, what's up, man? I just put out a video on CSR3 a couple of days ago. I mean, it's okay, you know? It's, in my opinion, I don't like it as much as I like this. I like this game a lot better, but it's a nice game. It's still in development. It does sound like maybe, I don't know for sure when it's going to be released to everybody, but it does sound like there's a possibility it could be released to the public pretty soon. I don't know. I could be wrong. Just going by certain things and some hints, and I just have a feeling it's going to be ready soon, but I could be wrong. I mean, I think the game was supposed to be released like a year ago, and so far that's been pushed back, so I'm not really sure why that is. Kyle says, Danny, because you are you, that's the very reason that you have the following that you have. Yeah, you know, I see a lot of YouTubers, they actually say they try to speak differently. They try to sound like a radio announcer or a newscaster, or they try to speak a very specific way for whatever they're doing. They put on an act. A lot of people on YouTube aren't even their self. Like, I just be myself, you know? Love me, hate me, I don't care. I'm just me. If I'm having a bad day, you guys can probably tell that I'm having a bad day. You know, some people are good at hiding their emotions, but I forget what video that was I recorded a while back. And when I watched it, I released the video like 2 or 3 days later, and I remember watching that video, I said, man, I was in a bad mood. You could just tell I was like irritated and grumpy, and I was rah, 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 rah. But yeah, you can usually tell what type of mood I'm in when I'm streaming or making a video, because if I'm in a bad mood, you know, I don't hide that well, you know what I mean? If I'm in a good mood, you can usually tell. If I'm feeling sick or crappy, I'm usually just, So some people are good at making all the fake energy and pretending that everything is great when it's not, but is the ZR1 C6 worth getting? So if you want a low upgrade car that eats up the dyno by like half of a second, it's pretty good. For a general car that's going to be fast, not really. It's a low upgrade dyno beater, and I enjoy it. It seems to win most live races. Alright, Brenda, here's the deal. CSR2 is currently making a lot of money. As long as people are playing CSR2 and buying things and the game continues to be a moneymaker, I don't think they're going to shut it down. Now, if everybody switches over to CSR3 and CSR2 stops making money, then it very well could get shut down. That's the thing. Once a game's not profitable anymore, more than likely that's when that game does get shut down. But I can't guarantee you guys anything, but I did get to talk to somebody at CSR3, and when I asked them if they were planning on, well, I talked to somebody from Natural Motion or Zynga or whoever it is, I don't remember. I don't think this was the CSR3 people. I think it was actually a CSR2 developer or something like that. My memory sucks. I'm trying to remember the details. But I did get to talk to somebody that worked there. And basically they told me, don't worry, we have big plans for this game in the future. We don't think this game is going to be going anywhere even after CSR2 comes out. Hopefully that information is still relevant. That was probably well over a year ago when I was told that. So there's a possibility they could have changed their mind or things could be different. I don't know. But I don't expect this game to be shut down anytime soon. Now, I am hoping that maybe they slow down on the events. I don't know if they're making all these paid events because they're trying to get money to fund CSR2. I'm not really sure. But oh man, I want to race that W16 just to see if I can beat it. That would be a good test to see how this car holds up. Alright, we got Dave Black in the Lexus. Melon says something about the DeVille. Oh, I don't think there's a Bugatti Chiron in the game that's any good, honestly. The DeVille destroys pretty much all of the Bugattis except for maybe the Bugatti W16. There's a couple of good Bugattis in the game, but most of them are just basic cars. But in my opinion, this is a good live racer. It wins most live races. There are sometimes I lose, like right there. I tried to win. I didn't get a good run because this can run in the 11.7. So that was a bad run. I got a bad launch or a bad shift or something there. I'm not sure. Dave, what's going on, buddy? Crap, I think we disconnected again. Darn you, Donna. Donna! Stop breaking our game, Donna. But I will say, oh yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, that's not the W16. This one's even better. I won't be able to beat this guy if he knows what he's doing with it. 3, 2, 1, go. This guy will probably absolutely destroy me if he knows how to set this car up. Am I going to get it? Oh, that was close. Really close. Crystal, what? Crystal says, that's the IVN, Danny. Alright, why did I have another really bad run right there? What did I just do to my car that's making it run slower than it should? That should have beat that guy. That's 2 bad runs in a row. What did I do wrong? I might not have shifted into second fast enough. I bet that's what it was. I did the last couple runs. I think I did shift into second slightly later. All right, we're going to go run a really nice slow run here. Yeah, I don't think this game's going anywhere anytime soon. There's no guarantees, unfortunately, but I think we're okay. CSR2 is going to be very different, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of people don't really, a lot of CSR2 players don't really seem to be into the CSR3 thing so far. So I think there's going to be a large group that want to stay here on this game. What I don't really understand is why didn't they make another game that was more like this? If they're going to make a third one. as well as this game's done, it seems like they would have made CSR3. They would have just made a better version of the same game instead of making a game that's similar but completely different. All right, a Type 2 Nissan GTR R35. Type 2, Type 2. Oh, man. Type 2. I'm trying to remember which... There's like 947 GTRs in the game right now. I'm trying to remember which one that is. I don't know offhand. Type 2 GTR. I would probably need to see the car to know which one you're talking about. Type 2. Is that the one that looks like a tiger? Maybe. That might be the tiger car that they gave us all for free a while back. I have a video on that car. If it's the tiger one, I have a video on the car. Going by memory, I think it was decent at best. I don't think it was capable of beating Tempest. However, I would have tested that out during the video to find out, just so you know. Okay, so it is the tiger one. Gotcha, gotcha. I don't remember it being wonderful. I remember it being decent at best. But you might want to go double check the video I made. But I don't think it... So to beat Tempest, you need to do 0 to 60 in 1.37 seconds. And you also need to do 260 miles per hour. I don't think it was capable of doing both, but yeah, if you want, go look up my video on it, double check, it'll tell you for sure. But I just don't remember offhand. Melon says 5 years ago it was a pretty decent car, but not really anymore. I'll tell you what though, things definitely change over the years in this game. Things change a lot. 3, 2, 1, go. This car does 120 miles per hour in first gear. Does that sound normal to you guys? Have you guys ever seen a car that do 120 in first gear? Does that even exist? I don't know about this. This doesn't sound right. 120 in first gear. I don't think there's anything in the world that do... I mean, maybe something, but... Maybe like a motorcycle that hits 25 bazillion RPMs or something, but... I just don't think it's possible. Hey Wyatt, how you doing today? Crystal says, Melon, what are your top 5 live racers? Yeah, sometimes you do gotta switch. Most people, I think most people get to that last 0 to 60 race and end up switching cars. I would say like probably 90% of players did that because it's really, as a newer player when you're doing Tempest, I would say most people are probably struggling to get a car that does both as a newer player. Darth wants to know if you calculate all RP for a year. Well, I mean, a season is 2 weeks, right? I mean, me personally, let's just say I make 1 million respect points every 2 weeks. How many weeks are in a year? I don't know. I don't know how to do math, Darth. You're messing me up, man. So you would have to find out how many weeks were in a year, then divide that by like 2 or something, times 1 million. There's what? I don't know! Do I look like a math magician? Do I look like a math magician over here? You've broken my brain, Darth. Alright, so what's half of 52? Yeah, you're right. 52 weeks in a year. I kind of thought it was something around those lines. Alright, 52 in a year. So that's, we'll just say 25 million respect points then. 25 million. Maybe 30 million. For me. $25 to $30 million is how much I earn per year. Something like that. That's a good ballpark guess. I usually earn a little bit over $1 million, so it's probably more like 30 to 35. Melon says that's a hard question to answer, Crystal. Yeah, when you got a bunch of really good live racing cars, it is kind of hard to choose your favorites. Alright, I haven't really been paying much attention to what's going on here, so. I have not been paying much attention to who's winning or losing on this one. I've just been yapping. Alright. What happens after you beat Tempest 3? It's over. That's it. It's over. You've collected all the boss cars. And Tempest 4 will probably never come out. I don't think. Tempest is done after that. Nothing actually happens. Other than you collect the final boss car. It's not as exciting as an answer if you would probably like, but unfortunately that's the real truth there. Nothing happens. Other than you go, man, I spent all that time earning all these crappy boss cars. It's kind of sad, but so many of the boss cars are terrible. Suffering ends. Yeah, the headache of trying to finish Tempest is gone after that. Sweet relief. You're like, woo, I finally got it done. Black says, Elite Tuners replace Tempest. You know, it's not really a replacement for Tempest, but I've got a bad feeling. I may be wrong about this, but I got a bad feeling new players have to try and do Tempest, Legends, and Elite Tuners all at the same time. I've never actually asked anybody that, but can anybody confirm, am I right about that? Are you guys getting loaded down with Tempests, Legends, and Elite Tuners all at the same time or not? I bet you are. I mean, imagine starting a game and getting hit with all of that at once. That would be awful if you think about it. I've never asked anybody, but I've just always assumed that's the horribleness that new players have to deal with. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I guess the good news is the original Elite Tuners events, the Legends events, and the Tempest events don't have timers on them. That's the only good part about it, is you can still take your time and do it at your own pace. But what sucks is when you get to the Tuner Pit events that have the timer on there, and the Legends Revival events with the timer and all that, that's no fun. That's the part that's not fun. Crystal says, I haven't touched Legends or Tempest in a while. Stack says, yes, they are. That's crazy. Wyatt says, like GTA 5, just taking in the money. You know, what's going on with GTA 6? I haven't watched any of these videos, but I see all these YouTubers saying things like stores will not sell GTA 6, and this is horrible. Like, everybody seems to be really upset about it for some reason. I don't know why. But YouTubers seem to have a lot of negative things to say about GTA 6. What's the problem with it? I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not really into those videos where people are just hating on everything for the most part. Every once in a while I click on a video like that and watch it, but I wouldn't be buying that game anyways, so it's kind of not worth my time to spend 30 minutes listening to somebody talk about why they don't like GTA 6, but now if the video was like 3 minutes and they just quickly explained it, I might watch that, but some of these people will take 30 minutes to explain something they could have done in 5 minutes. Like most of my videos, I try to make sure most of my videos, not all, but most, you know, I try to keep them under 10 minutes as possible, because not everybody's got 20, 30, 40 minutes. Not everybody's got an hour or two. Like, so many YouTubers make these unnecessarily long videos intentionally. And it's just like, I mean, I even like Joe Rogan's podcast, they're like 3 hours long. Who's got 3 hours to sit there and watch a podcast? Like a podcast like that, I can see an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but 3 hours, that's excessive. I mean, a freaking movie is only what, like a little over an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, you know what I mean? Why do these podcasters need to make 3 or 4 hour long videos? Are they crazy? I can't sit there and watch that. I don't got time for that. You know, if I'm going to pull up a video on YouTube, if it's more than like 20 minutes long, I don't got time for that. I might be able to squeeze in a 10, 15, 20 minute video here and there, but I don't got time to watch something that's an hour long, or even, you know, people are making videos that are way too long. I wonder if anybody actually sits there and watches those entire things. I mean, sometimes I'll turn on my TV while I'm working on stuff, and I'll put like on a Joe Rogan podcast in the background, and it probably does play through the full 3 hours of it, but I've only really caught bits and pieces of it because I'm busy doing stuff. I'm working, I'm doing this thing, I'm doing that thing, and, you know, I might spend 5 or 10 minutes listening to it, then I'm back to what I'm doing. You know, it's just like I'm just kind of barely paying attention to it. It's just kind of there for some background noise, and If I need to take a break from what I'm doing for 5 or 10 minutes, then I'll start paying attention to it. But it's crazy, man. 3-hour videos? That's crazy. Do we know what the next race pass cars are? I have no idea. I know it's going to be starting, probably... What's today? It's going to start next week sometime. That's all I can tell you. Ron G says podcasts are good for background noise when doing something. I agree. I mean, a lot of the podcasters do make clip compilation or clip videos as well that are like 15 or 20 minute segments, which is smart. So my guess is they probably pick the most interesting part of their podcast and then they post it as a shorter clip. Like, I think Joe Rogan has a separate channel for his shorter clips. What's that other guy I watch? I don't know. I think all those, like Danny Jones, Julian Doherty. What's that? I can't remember the guy's name I'm trying to think of, but there's a couple of podcasters that I watch their clip videos. Some of them I don't actually like, but they usually have interesting guests on. Yeah, there's a couple of guys that host those that I'm just like, man, this guy is a big doofus, but I like listening to the guests, so I'm like, I'll still watch these clips anyway, you know? Like that one guy, he looks awful. He just grew his hair out, and it's just like shaggy hair, and I'm just like, what is he thinking? Like, I don't know what he's doing here, but he looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo with like a horrible haircut. I don't know how to explain it. He does not look good with the shaggy long hair. It's not even like he got a nice haircut while he was growing it out. It's just like a shaggy mess. It's all over the place. And I'm just like, dude, you're on camera. You're supposed to look professional and presentable, and that's what you're doing with your hair? Like, I mean, I get you might want to grow it out or something, but it's like, holy crap. I think that's Julian Doherty, maybe. I'm not really sure. Like, put on a hat or something until you get your hair growing out. And then get a nice haircut at least. He needs to do something with that messy hair. I just shave mine off every couple of months. I'm just like, let's go get rid of it again. It's so much nicer not really have to wake up and comb your hair, so generally I keep mine crazy short, and then if it starts to get longer to where it's like, oh, I'm gonna need to start like combing this stuff, I'll just go chop it off again. Probably about every other month I chop mine off. I do miss having hair all the time, but I don't miss having to deal with it. It's nice just to shave it off. I don't really think I look good bald, but you know what? It's so much more convenient. Stax' last race. All right, Stax, man. Thank you so much for all the racing. So, you know, now that I'm getting older and I'm not feeling well and I've got all the health problems and issues, it's just like, it's one less thing that I have to deal with, so shave it all off. It makes life easier. Darth picked the Charger SRT Demon from the race pass. Now, let me tell you something, Darth. Be careful Be careful around demons because you might get possessed. There's my bad joke. That's a good car, actually. It's a really good car. What do I think of the Hennessy Venom GT Final Edition? The Final Edition. Is that gray? Is that a Purple Star car that's gray with like black and red stripes? Am I thinking of the right one or not? There's only a couple of Venoms that are actually good. The Venom F5 Roadster is really awesome. There's a Purple Star Venom that's really nice. That may or may not be the Final Edition. It's a Purple Star blue car with red stripes. I don't know about that one, honestly. I may have made a video about it sometime, but that car is not... I'm not really... I don't remember anything about that one. I apologize. Alright, Darth, you have who from Star Wars? Abeloth? I'm not sure who that is. What's up, 240? How's your day going? Hope you are awesome today. BMW 94.3, what's going on? TRF Music. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I know I miss a few comments here and there, but I try to read through as many of them as possible, but playing the game, yapping, and reading all the comments all at the same time, I know I miss some here and there. But yeah, the Venom F5 Roadster is an amazing car for live racing, at least. It is super duper good. Well, I guess it was my turn to win. I'm telling you, usually, I don't know. I should probably stop doing live racing streams where I swap with people because I completely lose track of what I'm doing. I get so into flapping my lips, I completely lose track of the racing. Oh man, BMW says favorite car in CSR2 by any chance. So you're asking me what my favorite car is, I take it? Gosh. Favorite car. Favorite car. That's a hard choice. I mean, I love my Chevelle Recoil. I love the DeVille 16. I love the Sterling Goodwood. I love the little Tier 4 Ford Escort, Fast and Furious, or the Ken Block one. There's so many that I like so much. The Jack Roush Mustang is amazing. I mean, it really depends on what you're trying to do with the car, but for some crazy reason, even though my Supras aren't the best cars in the game, I still love using those all the time. There's a lot of good ones. Hard to do multitasking. Yeah, for some people, I mean, some people are good at it, but like when I do my other channel, the War Robots thing, like if I don't focus on the gameplay, my robots die. So I'm not really allowed to really focus. I mean, I could, but nobody would want to watch that if I focused on the chat instead of the gameplay. Like on this channel, I feel like I focus more on the chat than I do the gameplay. But on the other channel, I'm mainly focused on playing the game and kind of glancing over at the chat every once in a while because you got to really pay attention to what you're doing on that other channel. So there's definitely some drawbacks to things like live streaming. Do I have a video going over a summer's challenge? Probably. I mean, I got a bunch of videos that go over Tempest in general that I made years ago. I mean, they're all still relevant, but what is your issue here? You're stuck on race number 45. So bottom line is, number one, so here's the deal. This is really all there is to beating Tempest. Do you have a car that's capable? That's the first question. Is the car you're using capable of doing it? And if the answer is yes, do you have enough parts on the car? And if the answer is yes, do you have the right tune and shift pattern for the car? So there's three things right there that will either make you or break you. Can the car do it? Do you have enough parts? Is your tune and shift pattern good? All those things need to be on point. I have no idea what car you're trying to use, and I don't remember the time that summer runs offhand anymore. I mean, when I did Tempest, it was like, what, 9 years ago? 8 to 9 years ago when I finished Tempest, so it was a long time ago. All right, Darth, that's your YouTube photo, huh? Let me see if I can view your... Oh, I'm out of gas. Let me look at your channel, Darth. Maybe I can get a better... Oh my gosh, what is that thing? That's from Star Wars? That thing is scary. I don't like that thing, Darth. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out, man. Gosh. I'm going to have nightmares after looking at that. You know what? I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. We got about 20 minutes left, and I got to pee, so I will be right back. If I can find the be right back button. There it is. I shall return. But yeah, that's a creepy thing, Darth. Nightmares, I tell you, nightmares. Okay. I had to adjust the air conditioner too. It's cold in here. It got down to 72. To me, that's cold. I find 75 to be the absolute perfect temperature. Like 70, 74 to 76 is very comfortable to me. I try to. The worst part about my window air conditioner is it's not digital. It's just got a little dial you turn to adjust the temperature, so you never really know exactly how you have it set. You kind of got to guess, and it's different every time. Like, I actually had it at the perfect temperature once, and I took a little magic marker and made a dot. Unfortunately, every time I turn it on, I gotta fiddle with it to keep it at the right temperature. I bought the smallest, lightest weight, cheapest one I could find. And it's all analog controls, but it's very inconsistent, which sucks. Darth, what are you playing? You're talking about... Are you talking about... From... I don't know, man. Is this like some Dungeons and Dragons stuff? How can anybody be better than Luke Skywalker? 12 times better than Luke Skywalker? Oh, man. I don't think I like this character, Darth. Averdurin says, Danny, may the force be with you. You know what? I wish I could use the force. That would be amazing. I need to find a way to use the force. That would be great. I need to figure out how to get it to work. I'm going to readjust my microphone. It's kind of blocking my vision. That's better. Hopefully that didn't change the way it sounds at all, but I can see a little better now. All right. Oh, Crystal says run ads. That's okay. I don't need to run ads on the live stream. I mean, honestly, running an ad with like, I don't know, 30 or 40 people here, it's probably going to be like 10 cents anyways. I'm going to tell you, it takes a lot of views. It takes a lot of views to make $1 on an advertisement. So basically YouTube pays you when somebody views an ad, so let's just say there's 2 advertisements on my video and 1,000 people watch it. That's probably going to be like $3. So it took 1,000 people to watch 2 advertisements to make $3. My guess, if I do run an ad and only like 30 or 40 or people are here to watch it, it's probably going to make like 3 or 4 cents. I'm not actually sure. Crystal, I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I start barely paying attention. Alright, so Darth, that character kicks the asses of everything. So was that a character from a movie or just from like a video game? Kyle, you know what? Spaceballs 2 is something I want to see. It was such a horribly stupid, yet awesome movie. I loved it.
Thank you so much.
Dave,
for
thank
the
you so much,
donation.
my
You
friend.
are
Thank you for the
awesome.
super chat. And he says, make sure everybody likes the video.
This video.
I'm going to like Dave's comment there. Dave, thank you so much. Dave's one of my longest channel members. I'm going to tell you what, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dave is awesome. My eyeball itches. Uh-oh. All right, there's Crystal again. All right, Crystal, I'm going to go all out on this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, Dave, are you leaving? If so, have a great day, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dave. All right, we're going to go all out. Let's do it to it. I'm going to try a different shift pattern, though. I'm going to try second, third nitrous. All right, second, third nitrous. Let's see what she runs if I do that. Ah! I lost. 11 nines. All right. So second, third nitrous does not appear to be as good. I'm going to go all out again on this one and just do second nitrous. Yeah, 40 years to make another Spaceballs. Why did it take them so long? They should have made that a long time ago. They should be on Spaceballs number 4 right now. All right, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Let's see what she runs this time all out. All right, 11.8. All right, so yeah, second and nitrous is faster. Somebody was telling me dress second, third nitrous or second, third, fourth nitrous and it would run better, but so far, I don't think that's the case. Second, third, fourth nitrous. We'll try that. It's probably going to run slower. Let's find out. Yeah, that was definitely slower. So whoever told me that, whatever part, that may work for whatever parts you had installed, but not for me. That was much slower right there. Much slower. That didn't work. All right, Darth, where do we find this, where do we find this front of power swim pool of knowledge thing you're talking about? I need that in real life. As long as it doesn't make me ugly like that thing. Here. I need to find that. Kyle, don't tell me you're going plaid over there. Kyle, please don't tell me you're going plaid. Alright, I'm going to make a rule. If you're on my live stream, you are not allowed to go plaid. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's against the rules. All right. So yeah, we got like 10 more minutes or 5 more minutes or something on the live stream. All right, Crystal, thank you so much for the swaps. I am going to go back out to the lobby and see if there's anybody else. So we'll probably just go till I'm out of gas. I got like 11 more gas. Awesome races, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What do you mean a 3-star Toyota Supra? Are you talking about the tier 3 Supra? Or are you talking about one of the tier 5 elite tuner Supras with 3 stars? There's a lot of Supras in the game. I guess there's nobody else here that's waiting to race me, huh? Oh, there's CSR police again. I wonder how many Toyota Supras they've added now. I bet there's at least 5 or 6 tier 5 Supras. I think there was a tier 4 Supra and a tier 3 if I remember correctly. I think the tier 3 version had 3 stars if I remember. I mean, that car wasn't great, if that's the one you're talking about. If you're talking about the tier 3 Supra, it's not very good in general. At least not that I can remember. I remember being really disappointed in it. Okay, so you're trying to do... Alright, so here's the thing. I don't have 3 stars on mine. I would imagine... Alright, I could be wrong here, but I would imagine setting it up the way I showed you on my videos for the purple star version. Try setting it up on stage 4 parts only. And move your nitrous to the right. Put your tires on 8 psi. Move your transmission slider all the way over to the left. And then slowly move the transmission slider over to the right till you tune to the nearest 0.2 of a second. Try that out, see if it works. I don't know. But unless I had one, I could not test that out for you. Mine's 5 purple stars, and there's no way to go back to a lower setup. But that may or may not be a good setup for that particular car. I don't remember if I made any videos on live racing setups for that car with lower stars. I may have. I may or may not have a video that went over that. I don't really remember, but generally that car loves all stage 4 parts. It turns mine turns into a very decent live racing car in all stage 4 and then tuning to the nearest 0.2 of a second. It's definitely not the best live racing car in the game, even with the purple stars, but it does well. It does overall pretty well. I can probably win between, out of every 10 races, I probably win 6 or 7 of them in that Supra, which is pretty good. So hopefully that helps. I'm not sure, but it might do well for you. You're welcome. It definitely takes forever to get those things up to purple stars, unfortunately, but I actually like that car. I use that car a lot. It's probably one of my most used cars just because it's not like the best car in the game at anything, but it's actually pretty good for everything. Like it beats the dyno time by enough. It's pretty fast. It's got good acceleration, good top speed. It's got a decent live racing setup. I mean, it's just an all-around decent, like really above average car. Is it the best car in the game? Definitely not. Is it a good car? Yes. I like it. It's actually still one of my favorite cars in the game. It's definitely not as good as some cars, but man, it is not too bad whatsoever. It is not too bad at all. All right, so just so you guys know, we only got a couple minutes left on the live stream, everybody. Our live stream is almost over. Does anybody have a 200K bet tune? Thing is, you need to have the right car for that and then know how to set it up. I mean, you can set up a Lamborghini Huracan or a Ferrari F12 to do that if you know what you're doing. But I mean, I honestly don't down tune cars. I assume you're looking for a down tune. I don't actually down tune cars. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. So it's not something I do. I'm going to go ahead and back out of here, I guess. Our race time is about over for the day. But down tuning is not something that I agree with, so I never do it. Some people like to down tune, however. If that's what you're into, go for it. But it's not for me. All right, what do we got in the key crates here? We got... Ooh, that Zonda Chinook's pretty cool. I like that car. Ambush. Free parts. I want to say thank you for all the swaps, everybody. I appreciate you guys. All right, Darth, you're still over there trying to freak me out with that thing, aren't you? More nightmares, Darth. You're giving me more nightmares. So, Darth, are you named after Darth Maul? I think you've told me this before. I'm pretty sure you've told me this before. You're named Darth something or the other off of one of the Star Wars characters, but I think there might be more than one Darth character in Star Wars, but my memory sucks. You know, one thing I do like currently there are so many part crates, it's ridiculous. Like the amount of free crates they give us nowadays is insane. Darn it. But this thing malfunctions all the time. Look at all this. So there's a Tuatara. If you want a down tune car and you got gold keys laying around, you can grab the Tuatara. I think the Jesco from the current race pass is also a down tune car, but I couldn't tell you how to down tune them. Tips on getting silver keys. All right, so bottom line is you can probably make somewhere between like your average person. Let me get this right. Your average person can probably make between 500 and 600 silver keys every 2 weeks. Bottom line is get on the game, run through all the little daily races, do everything you can. When you're done, go win 15 live races and you will earn some bronze keys and silver keys for that as well. A few hours later, you can do that again. Once the timer runs out, go win another 15 live races and collect your silver keys. So if you do the live racing 2 to 3 times a day and get your keys from that, plus do all the daily races, you should be able to make 500 to 600 silver keys per 2 weeks. Unfortunately, that's not enough to guarantee getting a milestone prize car, right? You need 750 to guarantee you get a milestone prize car, but you're probably only going to make around, your average person is probably going to make between 400 and 600 per season, depending on how much you race and how well you do. Now, if you do the paid events often give out extra keys and stuff like that. So you can, as a paid player, you're going to earn more silver keys than a regular player as well. But if you're free to play, just run through all the daily races, do your live racing, and bam, you should be able to earn 500 to 600 per season. And of course, if you're in a crew, I think you're going to earn even more from being in a crew as well. So even if you're not ready to join a big crew, join some sort of a crew, because you're going to get a bunch of little perks and this thing and that thing and the other thing for being in a crew to help you earn resources and keys and stuff. I'm going to put the ending soon up. Blaster says need one racer. All right, Blaster is trying to find a crew member for his team there. Darth 2 Showcase. I'm familiar with the Darth Maul. I've seen that one. I like you probably already know, I don't watch much TV or movies, so I haven't seen all the Star Wars. I did watch the Mandalorian series. That was pretty good. Darth says, thanks to you, I've saved up thousands of keys. Yeah, that's the way to do it. One of the best things I did, like, you know, when I first started playing this game, I spent all my keys constantly. Just spend. And I never had it. Anytime I was trying to get the featured car out of the crates, I could never get it. One of the best things I did was I just simply stopped spending my keys for, I don't know, 3-4 months. I'm not sure how long it was exactly, but I saved up like, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 keys, just going by my bad memory. It might have been 2,000. I don't know, somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 keys. I think it was around 3,000, if I remember correctly, but that was one of the best things I did, and I never struggled to get that prize car again. What is this? Why is there a thing telling me I need to edit my profile? I'm not sure. There's something lit up. So I got something from Game Help. I forgot I contacted Game Support to complain about something. It looks like they wrote me back and I never checked it. I think I was complaining about not being able to take the liveries off of the Elite Tuners cars. Yeah, Darth Vader and Darth Maul, I'm familiar with those two. I'll tell you though, man, when I was a kid, I loved the original Star Wars movies. I think the last one I saw was like Return of the Sith or whatever, when they introduced Darth Maul. I can't remember, but like I said, I got a bad memory and I don't really watch TV too much. I'm behind on my Star Wars series. Anyways, I think that's it for the day. I want to say thank you guys and gals for coming out. I really do appreciate everybody. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm looking at something here real quick. All right, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. I got to see which one sounds better. Maybe I won't hear the difference. They were about the same. All right, guys and gals, thank you so much for being here. You're all a super duper amazing. I really do appreciate all of you a lot. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Unfortunately, our stream time is over for the day, but it was really awesome seeing you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching my live streams. I really do appreciate all of you a lot. You're all amazing. So all I can say is thank you so much. You're all wonderful, and we will have I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. See, I suck at talking. Catch you guys later. Goodbye. In transmission. Bloop, 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 bloop. Meow.